Here we are at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is On the Road with Griff, Martin, and of course, I'm in Ohio visiting Craig Reed. And we're gonna go up here and we're gonna try to see if Craig's gonna get in free. You know, Craig is a plane crash survivor, and he made a deal with these guys about getting in free if he loaned them his videos. So we're gonna go up here at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and there's Craig right here. There he is, the Stoned Roadie himself. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the video here and see who we have to talk to.
All right, we're fixing to go in, and I've been trying to call in advance this, so we'll see what kind of a hassle we have to get into this place this time.
Yeah, last time Craig tried to get in, they pretended like they didn't have a deal with him anymore, so we're gonna see what happens. Just eased in.
No problem.
All right, we're gonna go check out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. As you can see, Craig's putting his wristband, and I had to get mine on too. So we'll be back. It's actually Lynyrd Skynyrd playing in the PA as Craig's walking around in here. It's kind of crazy.
How do we get up? We need to go up.
Playing right now at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Craig, where we have that signatures of Lynyrd Skynyrd at?
Right here. 2006. Here we go.
2006. Craig standing there by Lynyrd Skynyrd, his road crew buddies. Actually, Craig Reed, man, he's part of the band. Lynyrd Skynyrd, there they are. Up here at the guitar exhibit, some of the famous people's guitars. You got Bob Dylan's guitar here, Bonnie Raitt, all kinds of different artist guitars here. It's pretty cool. John Paul Jones, Led Zeppelin bass guitar. Jerry Garcia.
Steve Vai.
Steve Vai. Yes. Here we have Gary Rossington's guitar, Bernice, and Craig has spent many hours with this guitar, tuning it, taking care of it, and Craig and Gary's guitar. It's a little dark over there. We go. Right there. Craig and Bernice. Check it out. souvenir for you. We do a podcast. He was the head roadie for Lynyrd Skynyrd back in the day in the 70s. He tuned that guitar right there. That's Gary Washington's guitar.
Podcast every week. He and I do. It's called the STONED Roadie Show. And we just came up with a podcast.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and this is kind of like where you can play a guitar and get to hear yourself, I think. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to check this out. Me and Craig are going to check it out later, but this is where Craig's friend Savannah, Kathy Keeble's granddaughter, doing some of her bass playing. Katie. This is the Beatles Get Back, Let It Be exhibit here, and it's one of the cool things that's going on here right now. And Craig actually met, how many Beatles did you meet, Craig?
3 of them.
3 of them.
Yeah.
Which ones were they?
John, Paul, George, not George, John, Paul, and Ringo.
And John Lennon, you had lunch with.
I had brunch with John
Brunch
Lennon.
with John Lennon.
And John Lennon, or
Paul McCartney at Nebworth.
at Nebworth, yeah.
Yeah. And then Ringo, where was that
Ringo,
at?
that
the
was in
beach?
Beverly Hills. We all went there to his house, actually. Went to his house one night.
Almost dropped the camera on you. Here we are at the Let It Be exhibit. A lot of Beatles stuff here. We got Craig Reed here. We met 3 of the Beatles when he was on tour with Lynyrd Skynyrd. A little dark in here, a little shaky. The Stoned Roadie right there.
Were basically covers of.
Here we got Craig at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, right in front of Elvis's motorcycle. Got Michael Jackson's vest, jacket.
Michael Jackson.
Another Jackson.
More Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it looks like the Jerry Seinfeld puffy shirt or something. Michael Jackson. Got the Yardbirds right here. And the Herman's Hermits.
Rolling Stones.
Yeah, this was one of Ronnie's idols, the Rolling Stones. When he saw the Rolling Stones, that's when he knew he wanted to become a singer. And somewhere we got Craig. There he is over there. Jimi Hendrix. Got Jimi Hendrix right over here. I know Randall Hall was a big Jimi Hendrix fan. I don't mind him. At the very top.
We're at the wall.
I guess they call it the wall. That's the wall right there, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Big Floyd's the wall.
Yeah, here we are at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and we ran into some guys here, and Craig's doing a little signature on a Hell House sticker thing for them. And what's your name?
I'm Brian.
Brian. You a Lynyrd Skynyrd fan, Brian?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you look like a Lynyrd Skynyrd fan. This guy, he's a pretty cool character. Go to his podcast, the most famous Stoned Roadie in rock and roll history, and check it out. He's got a cool podcast.
Hey,
What's your name?
Brandon.
Appreciate it, Brandon. And
Thank you. Tyler.
Tyler. Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you.
Check out the show.
Yeah.
Heading back down now. Just made it to the top on our way down. Just made it to the gift shop here. You gonna get anything, Craig?
No.
Let it to be shirt or something?
Oh, there's the rooftop.
Yeah, part of the rooftop exhibit. Now that was cool. And now we have Craig departing the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The back of the sign on the way out. Cold, man, cold. The Stoned Roadie. Oh, God. You can't get any closer than that to the curb. He's off a little bit here. I wish I could have had the camcorder on and being outside when he parked it. On our way back from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame,
Let me close
look at this window here. There, that's a little less noisy. On our way back from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there, and Craig and I were talking about how Gary Rossington got Bernice. And I was asking him when he got Bernice and how long. When did he get Bernice, Craig?
It was sometime in 1975. I just remember we were at a hotel both times when Gary got Bernice and then Alan got the Explorer. And they got him off the same guy. Gary paid $2,500 for Bernice, and Alan paid $4,000 for the Explorer. That was a lot of money back then for those guys. But it was the same guy, because Griff was just asking me about Alan's Explorer. I said, oh, somebody came up with a thing that he got it from Eric Clapton. I said, that's not true. I don't remember the guy. I can visualize the guy, but it was the same guy, whether he worked for Groon in Nashville or whatever. It was the same guy. But I just always assumed he was a guitar collector, and he had both Bernice and the Explorer. That's where they got both of those guitars.
So that's the story on Bernice. And you know what was kind of crazy, Craig, was they didn't even have like a label by Bernice or anything saying anything about it.
Yeah, we had to wait until that video clip come up, but we were commenting on how faded Bernice was. I said because it wasn't designated it was his. I said I know this is where it was the last time I was here, but it almost looked like a gold top. It was so faded out. Yeah, but yeah, that's the story behind that one.
Yeah, so go back and take a look if you missed it. Bernice at the probably middle of the tour when we were doing the tour. That's the story on Bernice. So I'm at the end of my trip in Ohio, and there was a flight cancellation, but I got to see some cool snow. So that's the good news about it. Florida boy, don't see much snow. Really nice snow here in Ohio. But that Frontier Airlines, they really suck. Can't say enough bad things about them. They hassled me about a bag, cost me $100 for a carry-on. And then they cancel our flight on the way back. So that Frontier Airlines, not gonna be flying with them anymore. Frontier Airlines on my shit list, I'd have to say. But I had a good visit, and it was a good visit with Craig. Got to see a little bit of snow. I wouldn't have seen this if I'd have flown out earlier. So there's always something good about something bad. But really enjoyed my trip with Craig and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Ohio. Nice day.